Welcome back everyone, Zaf here. In today's video, let's go over which slime is best, that being for both free-to-play and pay-to-win players, because the best slime in the game might not be the best slime for you. Now, I do want to start things off and go over Ignis. If you didn't know, in the most recent update, that being update version 2.8.1, Ignis is now the best slime in the game. That means they will deal the most damage given the most optimal build, which is funny because Miner was dethroned yet again. So if you have both Ignis and Miner, and you have Ignis fully evolved, and you're using the latest skill damage build, I recommend you switch over to Ignis and give them a try. If you have all the evolutions unlocked, they'll be doing tons and tons of damage. Their slime skill absolutely shreds the boss. As you can see displayed here, they melt the boss like nobody's business because the devs did quickly fix Ignis' skill, making them the best slime we have right now. And while we do talk about slimes, if you have yet to unlock Lovecat, I do recommend commenting down your referral code. That way your code gets used much quicker. And if you are a subscriber to the channel, I'll be sure to pin your comment to the top. That way your code does get used even quicker. Now I do want to mention I'm in the very late game stages of Legend of Slime, and I'm extremely pay to win, meaning the build I'm using right now is likely not the most viable build you can be using for yourselves. I will be going over separate builds, that being both early game, mid game, and late game builds that you should be using, because I guess there might be some confusion based on the past build guides I have submitted. I know most of you are smart enough to know that when I do a best build guide that is the best build possible, it doesn't mean it's the build you should be using right away. It's just a showcase of what's possible and what you should be gunning for. But again, I know all of you are smart enough to know that the viewers on these videos always know what's going on in the game. So that's why I do those showcases, so they can see what's possible. Now, if you didn't know that, that's no problem. I'm sure it just flew over your head. So basically what I'm trying to convey here is that the best build possible might not be the best build for you, and the same goes for any slime choices. Now this is just a very brief video, so again, for pay to win, the best slime to use right now is Ignis, but for the majority of players, Ignis won't be your best choice, neither will Miner. Again, Ignis does beat out Miner now. Gent will likely be the best option for most of you. He is one of the most versatile slimes you can use. So if we go back into a Sage Boss battle, let's quickly see how far Ignis will be able to bring the Sage Boss's HP down. And there you go, as you see, the Sage Boss has 1, 2, 3 AP health remaining. Let's quickly move on to Gent. I'm not making any changes to this build at all. I just want to make a comparison, see what the difference between these two slimes will be, just so you understand that Gent is a very capable slime, regardless if you have the right build for him or not. So as you can see, Gent brought the Sage Boss's health to 481 AP health. That is because the build I'm using is very optimized for a very strong damage dealing slime, focusing strictly on their slime skill damage, whereas Gent will shine in early and mid game builds, where your damage isn't strictly focused on your slime skills damage. It'll be looking at your skills in general, where it does utilize your magic items, so looking at magic items that do boost your Terrify or Lightning damage, such as Umbrella for example, boosting the damage of Terrify alongside some of our other magic items. So I will be covering a build with you that goes over this. That was graciously covered by some of our amazing Discord members. So again, do stay tuned for that. Now, speaking of amazing Discord members, we have someone known as the king of free-to-play in there. And quickly speaking about a Discord server, I do recommend you join. We have over 10,000 members in there. If you have any Legend of Slime questions or you just want to join in on the fun, you should go to the link posted in the comment and description box below. Now, as I was saying, we have a member known as Keond. They are the king of free-to-play. They made this amazing Excel sheet. What they did was test out all the free-to-play slimes. And just so you know, they are 100% free to play. I do believe they did purchase the ad package, but that doesn't count because, well, you can play the game and be free to play while also removing your ads. Anyways, they tested out each and every free to play slime. What Keon did here is amazing. He tested out each slime 6 times. where we are able to see which slimes dealt the most damage. The lower the number, the higher the damage amount. So if the Sage Boss started at 875 AD health, Serpine is technically the best slime on this list. And the interesting thing here was that they haven't actually evolved Serpine all the way, so this technically isn't the most optimal number here, but we should also note that the figure posted here for Aku isn't the most accurate, that being because they are currently bugged, so maybe once Aku's slime skill is fixed, they'll be dealing much more damage, so do stay tuned for that. But just on this list alone, we can see that Serpine does deal the most damage. This only considers the slime skill damage and nothing else, so the results aren't skewed. I know we have high expectations for Harvest King, but the reason why their damage is so low is that their damage is based on how many evolution nodes you have. So if we quickly look at Harvest King, you can see their damage is increased by 10% for every unlocked evolution node. So you will have to wait quite a little bit, but as you keep evolving slimes, Harvest King will eventually be the best slime. Obviously not right now, but as more slimes get evolutions, Harvest King will come out ahead as their slime skill does scale off companion attack. So going back to the awesome spreadsheet here, right now if you are free to play, you should either try to use Aku or Serpine. Now again, if you don't have the right toy for them, their damage will be much lower because the slime toy does influence their damage a lot based on the slime specific damage it does provide. So make sure you do use a slime you have the matching toy for. But I want to make two more recommendations here. Serpine is very good on the damage front, but if we do quickly look at them in combat, their slime skill causes them to jump up, and as they do jump up, this makes them invincible for a few seconds. And on top of that, I believe they still have the old skill as well. When they do receive damage, they do knock themselves back, escaping from the enemies briefly as you can see there. So this does improve your survivability by a lot. So using a slime like Serpine and Lovecat may have favorable results for you. That is because Lovecat as well does have a period where they don't take any damage when their slime skill is cast, so I do recommend alternating between those two slimes. They will give you a very optimal result if you are dying right away to the Sage Boss, but again with slimes it's very easy to see which one's the best for you. You just swap between them and see which one deals the most damage, which one you can survive the longest with, and which one pushes you through stages much quicker. So I do recommend you wait for the updated build guide videos we'll have up shortly. And also a mining guide is coming because the new mining system is oh so amazing. I mean, look at this number at the top. We have over 100,000 gems saved up here, so I can't wait to redeem all those gems. And the amount of magic items we're getting from the mines is absolutely amazing. So do stay tuned for the mining guide I'll have up very shortly, because mining has become one of the most important aspects of the game so far. Now, if you did enjoy this video, I do recommend you subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it very much. That way I know you want more Legend of Slime content like this. Be sure to drop a like and comment down below if you have any questions, alongside with your Lovecat codes. That was it for me today. Zaf signing out.